Okay guys and girls, I'm going to shoot a quick video of this 1970 Monte Carlo SS 454. I spent the better part of my day trying to figure out if this thing's numbers matching yet or not. I have one more place to look that could identify if it is, but what I have identified is the motor is a 1970 454. It does have CRN stamped on the block and that it was done in Tonawanda. And we know the build date of the car coincides within a few weeks of the engine date. So odds are it is. If not, somebody went through a lot of trouble to find a block that was that close. So I'm going to check one more place to see if it's numbers matching. These cars are hard to identify. You can do your own research if you like. That being said, there's some identifying things, 12 bolt sway bars. There's some identifying things that go along, and the air ride suspension air tank is still underneath there and hooked up under the hood, which I'll show you in a minute. The car is not a show car. The paint job is old. I think the man I got it from bought it in 14, I think. He bought it this way, so the paint job's at least that old. The car is very straight. The floors are good. I'm not crawling under it today. I'm not dressed for that. I'll take some pictures later. I don't need to. The frame is good, and the floors are good, and the trunk is good. There's a little bit of... There's been some touch-up done here and there. The worst spot of touch-up is right there, and then there's a little bit right there. The rest of it, honestly, is presentable. So I'm up in the air about painting the fender and hood or fender door. You know, blending it, just fixing the spot that's wrong and possibly blending the hood, whatever I have to do. As far as a driver quality car goes, I've driven this car around quite a bit today, and I'm getting ready to take it to dinner. It drives awesome. It runs awesome. It sounds good. Like I said, very straight, very correct looking car. So hold on a second here. Like I said, it is definitely a 1970 454, and that air tank right there also was an SS only type of deal. So the air is not working right now, but as you can see, it's plugged in. It's all there. The belt's on it. And I believe it's been converted to 134 already. So, you know, I might look into that if I have it that long. I have some people already kind of asking about it a little bit. But it is a 1970 454 for sure, and its date code on the block is within a few weeks of the build code of the car, so it kind of all jives. Very solid car, very, very cool. Interesting color combo. That top is not black, it is green. It is dark green, and the interior is dark green. The carpet is in great shape, so I ordered the correct GM dye for it to dye the carpet. The door panels are in nice shape. The dash pad's in great shape. The factory radio works. The factory clock does not. It does have rear defroster, which is kind of interesting. Like I said, very original. The chrome's in nice shape. The bumpers are in nice shape. It does have 12 bolt with a sway bar. It's like I said, it's a very straight car. I couldn't feel any Bondo in the wheel lips or anything. That doesn't mean there's not any in the car. It's been redone once, but I'm just saying it's not obvious if it is. Like I said, other than the carpet, the seats and door panels are all in good shape as far as driver quality goes. Speedometer works, gas gauge works, the temp gauge lights up, the generator, it has aftermarket temp and oil pressure also. The motor has killer oil pressure. Like I said, the original radio works. The owner's manual's in there. The headliner is in good shape. It's got a nice little rumble to it. Just a cool car, and I'm probably going to dye that steering wheel piece when the dye shows up. I don't know that unless, you know, anybody would mess with the seats or anything. You know, interesting, it is a 10. The date code coincides with it was a factory white car. So there you go, 1970 SS 454 Monte Carlo.